what happened has happened, and it's there written. You can't come and be through social media, but that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will see that it's true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the plateau or other places.
Hello guys, welcome back to our live session. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much. You're welcome. If you're in our live, please do well to stay with us. If this is the first time you're coming across our channel, please give us a like and also subscribe to our channel. So the Sultan of Sokoto don't find Nigerians trouble like this. So I mean, Nigerians are still trying to forget what he said concerning Sharia courts, that he wants to place Sharia courts all over the Nigeria. Yoruba people are still trying to forget about what he did to them with Sharia court. Now he has just bought another one because all they want to do is how they will silence Nigerians. This man has now come out to say that social media is a terrorist organization and that the government should do something about it. Hey, social media, that's the only place that the Nigerian people have to speak their mind. They also want to block it. Eh? They want to block it too. Hey, anyway, one lawyer has this thing to reply to him on X. Guys, let's read this. Okay, so this is Malcolm Infinitide, that's the lawyer. He said, I challenge the Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Said Abubakar, to show me anywhere where he has or had condemned his fellow Fulani men for buying Nigerians of other ethnic nationalities, and I will show him a whale in Sahara Desert. Hey guys, I told you that this is just trouble that this man find. I mean, what is this? Everybody was just on their own, and now everybody is on his case. This man also put up another tweet too, because they think that it was back then when everybody was just scared of them anyhow. Okay, he said he made another address to Sultan of Sokoto. He said, Chief Omihobo to the Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Said Abubakar, you are a terrorist to democracy and your feudal days are numbered. Hey, why are you pretending not to know that the cause of the genocide going on in the north is all about land? How can you say that the people responsible for the buyings in the north, particularly Plateau, Benue and Bono, are unknown? Very good. Guys, you see, I know that it's just about time. It's just about time they tell these people the truth, because it is back then that people are scared of them. Right now, nobody cares, because whether you talk or you no talk, what will happen will still happen. The Plateau state, like the Plateau state used to be like, their people used to be one of the peaceful people. They are not even like all the south side or southeast that, and if you cross their line, they will make sure that they speak out or they fight back. They're very peaceful, yet this thing is being done to them. Look at what is happening in Plateau State right now. So this is not the time to be scared of anybody, because for you to earn respect, you have to respect others too. How can you come out to say that social media is a terrorist organization? Because the things he has brought up in the past, the people, Nigerians used to make sure to tell him that it's not going to work, and they use social media as the medium of telling him that. That is why he can come out to say that social media is a terrorist organization. The main people that are terrorists, has he said anything about them? Has this Sultan of Sokoto said anything concerning the buyings going on in Plateau State, or the ones his people are doing in Southeast? He has never mentioned it. But he will come out to say that social media, he even had the guts to say that the government should do something about it. That is why the government is doing all they can to make sure that they do this social media reform, because once they do it, anything you say against them, they will just bring it down. But it's not going to work, because Nigerian youth are
Mr.
ahead.
Sultan
Like,
of Sokoto, I just watched your video where you talk say make security agency make dem dey deal with social media, that social media is a terrorist group. First of all, you don't even know meaning of social media. It is very painful. I no blame you, you be old man. So now for that note wey be say una dey marry 11-year-old pikin, that one no be terrorist, abi? For that same note, Fulani herdsmen don shut down everybody for this country. That one sef no be terrorist. You no see that one do. Na something wey no concern us. Na him you go just hold mic dey tell us. Alaye, nothing concern us. The annoying part be say this news wey you talk, na still this social media we dey hear with it. If not for this social media like this, people like me will not even know you. Will not send you for this place. I not send you.
Hello, now don't hear this one. They say Sultan of Sokoto. Talk say social media na terrorist organization.
So social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media.
Terrorist organization? Not the way you want to tell them. As I heard it, but every terrorist organization, they get leader now. Who could be the leader of this organization for Facebook? Okay, Mark Zuckerberg. For Twitter, Elon Musk. Terrorist organization. Hey, I talk out. So all those videos that they do so. Now suicide mission that they do, suicide mission. All these our leaders. They will just sleep. You be like say, when they come social media like this, now bomb, eh? We did that. They go check again. Somebody will comment. Now bullet. What do you think? Say social media. Now terrorist organization. Now they terrorize people, terrorize leaders, terrorize politicians. Now so I say, what do you think? Or me, I no understand that statement. Say social media now terrorist organization. Drop it in the comment section. Thank you.
I don't know whether Sultan of Sokoto knows that a house of glass is not supposed to throw stones, because I mean, so someone that he should know very well about terrorism. I mean, he just come out to say that social media is a terrorist organization. What does he know what terrorism is? He should ask. He should ask the Fulanis what terrorism is. Terrorism is going to the people, going to a community, sacking all the people that is living there, the owners, the rightful owners of that community, and chasing them out of their communities, chasing them out of their homes, taking over their homes. Terrorism is gathering all arms you can get your hands on and shooting everybody. It's like exactly what is going on in Plateau State right now. That is terrorism. Terrorism is meeting people in their farm and buying them and using your cows to destroy all the people, all the things that they have in their plant. That is what terrorism is. In case he does not know what terrorism is, how can you say that a place where people come out to air their view, the only place where the government, the people are feel like they are close to the government because they can tell the government, this is what you are doing that is not good, this is what we need, this is that's the one that is terrorism, abi. But all these ones that the Fulani herdsmen that we have been complaining, he has never mentioned it for once. I was thinking it is the first thing that he will say in that conference, but he did not. He just jump it and go to social media, because what his people are doing in other places, it is social media that used to bring it out. So they do not want that social media, so that every state, every community that they enter and destroy the people and buy the people in their sleep, there is no way that the people will know about it. That is exactly what they want. And I don't even know what the government is doing about this.
You can't come and be through social media, but that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that it's true. So social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the plateau or some.
All right, so you heard the Sultan of Sokoto. Alhaji Muhammadu Sa'adu Abubakar III. He just said that social media is a terrorist organization and that it must be dealt with by the security agency. So basically now, he has started a campaign against social media. That's just the start of a campaign against social media. If you remember, they're already pushing for a bill that was led by Ned Nwoko. I saw it online. Led by Ned Nwoko, that social media should be regulated. So now this man don't join in voice as the Sultan of Sokoto. They are slowly strengthening it. So they are moving towards regulating social media. Now, sir, I want to understand that because of your reason you gave, that somebody can just sit down inside his house and make a publication, a false publication, and then that is injurious. Yes, you are right on that part. A lot of people take advantage of social media. But if that is your reason for calling social media a terrorist organization, then I would say you are emotional. You know, I would just say Nigerians should not be angry because our father just spoke out of emotions. Maybe somebody somewhere made a publication about him or some of his friends that he knows maybe it is not true. So it got him in the mood to say, okay, you know what? Social media is a terrorist group. But it is offensive to us that use social media to do good, that use social media to fight for the right of others, that use social media to fight for victims of scam, victims of fraud, to help communities that don't have water get water, to support a lot of youths that are victims of the bad economy of this country. A lot of youths, by supporting them, okay, take this small money to start business. I know a lot of good that myself and my team have used social media to do in just a short period of time. So without social media, how are we going to do all these things? Immediately I watched the publication, in my head I'm like, wait a minute, let me say our forefathers, they really suffer, because a lot of people don't benefit from this social media. Like I said, there are a lot of disadvantage of it too. But the disadvantage can never outweigh the advantage, because the advantage of social media is 92 to 8%. 92 to 8%. Now, to the Sultan of Sokoto, I respect you very much and I will never disrespect you, because you are a first-class king in Nigeria, very influential, and your word holds a lot of strength and a lot of water. Thank God, God's so kind that you see a lot of things that go on social media. So I'll just call your attention to some, in case you are not seeing them, so that you can look them up. So I'm glad you have a phone. Sir, please, can you call the federal government? Can you call their attention to what is happening in Jos Plateau State? On the 13th of April, Palm Sunday, on the 13th morning, on Sunday, a community in Plateau State was attacked. And that day, that Sunday, it claimed the lives of over 70 people. Before that day, Bokos community in Jos was also attacked. Up till today, justice have not been served. And as we are speaking now, I am pretty certain that they are still planning on attacking Jos. Like I said in my previous video, Jos is one of the most attacked states in Nigeria. It's one of the states that suffered insecurity more than any state in Nigeria. Jos and Benue State. Again, while we are still talking about Jos, another attack happened in Benue State. So, sir, you can use your influence to call on the attention of the federal government to do something about the security of people. Please, sir. This same place you are calling a terrorist organization or saying that it's a terrorist app or anything, it's the same people that are using. That's how we cry to you. Because how do we assess the government? The government don't listen to us. Now the same social media now where you call terrorist organization. Now so I take note saying Nigerians are being trafficked to Ivory Coast. Which we are trying. It is the same social media that Alan Oyema, the owner of APs, saw it that Nigerians are being there are Nigerians stranded in Ivory Coast as a result of trafficking. That Alan Oyema said, I will drop my plane for you people to go and bring the girls. Without social media, how will Alan Oyema see these things? With the same social media, I have rescued some girls. I cannot begin to list what I have done with social media in the past 2 years that I've been present on this media. I cannot even begin to list it. That is from me. There are still other creators, there are still other influencers that have been doing amazingly well. I want to believe that as the Sultan of Sokoto, you are still even learning. And you learn online. Without social media, you cannot do your PhDs, you cannot do your masters. Because, my father, you are very educated. See the way you speak. Intellectually sound. So you do online classes that I'm pretty sure of. Or maybe you have done it in the time past. So without social media, how does this thing? A lot of information that is being passed. Like now, one where Tinubu say they do, where I don't even believe whether they do them true or false. This one where they talk say student loan. A lot of information. People don't watch TV anymore. People don't read newspapers anymore. It's only social media. So you cannot come out and say social media is a terrorist organization. It is very offensive to people like us that use social media to do good. So please, sir, use your office, since you watch the media, to call on the attention of the federal government about this injustice. See, Enugu women are still crying up to tomorrow. These headsmen, they buy them for bush. Bayelsa, they are still crying tomorrow. Edo State, we are still crying to tomorrow. Borno Meduguri has suffered a lot till tomorrow. Without social media, how do we do all these things? So now, with this viewpoint of mine, I believe I'm able to convince and not confuse you that social media is not a terrorist organization and can never be a terrorist organization, because the advantage of social media outweighs the disadvantage of social media in existence. Thank you very much, my lord. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Very Dark Man. This is also one of the people that social media produce. Yes, it was social media that introduced us to Very Dark Man, and ever since then we have been seeing the kind of good things that he has been doing, even past more than our government that we elected into office, or that put themselves into office, if I should say that. Okay, let's say there is no social media now. Let's even leave the government, the highest general government. Okay, let's go to local government. Can you go to your local government and complain, sister, this is what we need? Can you go to your local government office? Will they even allow you into that office to complain? Social media is the easiest way. Look at what happened during 30 days run challenge. What started that? Because a youth corp member came out, this same social media, she used TikTok to call out Tinubu and tell Tinubu that he is a terrible president. That girl narrated the kind of suffer she is going through because they are not being paid enough, and because of everything, high price of everything is going up. A girl, what will you do with 33,000 naira a month because you are serving the government? Did it reach a month and the government, because of how that video trended, the government now increased their alawi to 77k alawi that was promised to them since last year. And when they asked the minister of youth, he said that it is still on the process. But that process speed up immediately that video started circulating and the youth started 30 days challenge, which led to the protest of end bad governance. So how can someone say that social media is a terrorist organization? I mean, everything has both advantage and disadvantage, but this one, just like Very Dark Man said, the advantage outweighs the disadvantage. Again, apart from the method of people using it to air their view, do you know that social media is a means of income for so many people? So many people use social media to sell their market. Yes, the same job that the government cannot provide for the people, now people are earning on social media. People are selling their market on social media. It helps them to sell their market. So when you shut these things down now, what do you want the people to do? You cannot provide job, you cannot make things to be accessible. Yet if someone, a common Nigerian, manages to find a way to be making small income, all they want to do is to just pull it down. That is what they know. If you close down social media, the people that their shop, they do not have shop, all they do is just to come online and post their market and people buy. What would they now do? They will start looking for where to get money to get shop, right? I don't even think whether anyway, it does not affect them. All these things that we are talking is just concerning, or it does not affect them. I don't even think that Sultan or Sokoto actually know that people earn a living through social media. I don't think he know. That one does not concern him. So he can easily come out to say social media is a terrorist group and the government should deal with it. Deal with it.
Many Nigerians have
guys,
taken to the
let's,
media
watch-
to share dissatisfaction, surprises, and different levels of shock after the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammadu Saidu Abubakar III, maintained that social media is a terrorist organization and that the Nigerian government and the security agencies must first of all deal with that terrorist organization before anything else. He highlighted a few things in his submission, but obviously, this didn't go down well with a lot of Nigerians. Make una listen to the Sultan of Sokoto at the come.
What happened has happened, and it's there written. You can't come and be through social media. But that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, what they put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that is true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So I'm not happy with what's been happening either on the plateau or other places.
Well, without mixing words, it is very clear to cat and rat what are the concerns with social media, not only in Nigeria, but globally. Yeah, owing to fake news and, and related, situations. But I can categorically maintain that it is actually very sad and very pathetic that in this part of the world, Africa, Nigeria, that one annoying and one recurring decimal among our leaders, whether traditional rulers, political office holders, and the list continues. One unsatisfactory but usual character of our leaders has always been not to take responsibilities. In this part of the world, leaders don't take responsibilities. They always look out for whom to blame and what to blame. In order to cover their incompetencies and their weaknesses as well as their incapacitations. I watched one of the publications today, where the Minister of Power in Nigeria, Mr. Adelabu or so, was blaming the past administration for the reason why Nigeria does not yet have a stable power supply, why we do not have stable electricity. So of all the issues in Nigeria, the Sultan thinks that social media is a terrorist organization. Not even talking about the terrorists themselves that displays the ransom they collect from people on social media. Not even telling the Nigerian government and the security agencies to swing into action, to use the available technology to track these people since they showcases what they do on the media. He didn't talk about that. And it is really pathetic that for many years, the northern part of Nigeria, I'm sorry to say this, have been very backward when you talk about education. Yes. Thank God for God. Thank God for the advent of the media. Thank God for social media. If not for social media in this era of our democratic dispensation in Nigeria, people go just they buy on daily basis and nobody will know about it. So social media is one of the greatest weapons against the criminality we have in our political office holders, against the criminal political structures we have in Nigeria. So social media is one of the biggest weapons they are afraid of. If not for social media, all the genocide you see, all the slaughtering of people going on in Plateau State, in Borno State, in Benue State, nobody will know about it. Nobody will know about the numbers because these men will continue to hide all these atrocities and abominations from the public, knowledge. But very unfortunately, here is a Sultan declaring with all enthusiasm that social media is a terrorist organization without even realizing that there are a lot of self-employed youth, not only in Nigeria of today, but globally in the whole world, who are earning a living from the social media. They build mansions, they earn as much as they can to afford any type of luxury that they desire in life. So, I sincerely think that our leaders, both traditional rulers and political office holders, should rise up to begin to face and tackle what is necessary. Deal with the pressing issues in Nigeria and leave some of these trivial issues until you've been able to entrench a landmark, a blueprint of political leadership. Every other thing can follow, just like the scripture foretold. Seek you first the kingdom of God, and every other thing shall be added unto you. Make una give Nigeria first good political leadership. Make una give us first justice and equity. Make una entrench rule of law first, and then dividends of democracy will follow. Sanity will be restored to the polity, instead of some of these game plans which I don't know where they come from. Well, at this point, Nigerians, I will allow all of you to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. Another person.
Okay guys, so if you're still with us up to this moment, thank you so much. Do well to like the live and also make use of the comment section to share your thoughts, okay, as we take up another
So Sultan of
reaction
Sokoto
video.
don't make a statement saying that social media is not an organization. Like, these people just come out to say things without actually thinking about them very well. This same man is presiding over a region that is ravaged by risk and other form of trade and all other things we say they're good. But now social media now being problem. I have a question for this Sultan guy. How many of his people will be say that they book that side where they carry people for his enter bush, they collect ransom, they do all these things? How many of them social media? Where they're not too plenty, Abby? Yes. The few one with the social media, what are they doing? They go use the social media to promote what they get. Why the larger part of the other region, they use social media positively. So what he needs to do in this case is that to talk to his people to stop using the platform to perpetrate whatever they are perpetrating, which he knows. Now, calling social media organization where we say the same social media don't make millionaires. The same social media don't make things easy for us. The same social media don't bring justice and peace and equity and exposure of corruption and every other thing. The same social media. Now, meanwhile, your own rich people will be say they did that side. They know if he talk to them, say, okay, well, why would not they do this thing? He knows them, they are his children. But yet, talking about chasing shadows, he left the real thing and is chasing shadows. Very soon I go call, say me they ban social media, and I wait to go talk with that. God, they watch all of you now. Meanwhile, this Sultan I heard is very educated. So he's not talking out of ignorance. He knows what he's saying. All these things are diversionary tactics to divert the attention of the government or the people from the real issue.
Exactly what this last speaker just said now, that is exactly my thought, because the social media did not start today. It did not start, it has been in existence right from Obasanjo regime. So social media did not start today, and if good and bad things did not start today. Right from the time that social media started, that is the time that whatever they are doing in social media started. But it now depends on individual to now choose, look at what I'm going to social media to do. And everybody knows the truth that even though there are other things, bad things that are happening in social media, the good outweighs the bad. No, even the blind man knows that the good outweighs the bad. So for him to now cite two occasions where people misuse social media to now say that the government should do something about, because I believe that the doing something about it means banning social media. Ned Nwoko is still say, saying a bill that it should be regulated, and by that regulation it means that if you say anything against them, they will either pull down your post or just arrest you. That is what they mean. But this one Shatter of Sokoto is saying is made in ban am kpatakpata. And just like I said, which the last speaker also affirmed, that it does not affect them. Their people, they don't use social media. The few that use it, what are they using it for? You and I know the truth. So it is very, very easy for him to say that they should ban it. And see, I'm even learning that the man is educated. That's to show you that he knows exactly what he's doing. Had it been is just one old man that did not go to school, that did not know what's up, maybe you now say, how would he know what the good of social media? So he can easily say that. But this one, he knows. He has lived up to the when social media started. He was young then, so he knows the good of social media. But he knows exactly that if they should ban social media, all these things that is happening in Plateau State, all these things that happen in Amufu, Enugu State, the one that happened in Edo State, all these ones that Fulani people are doing, it will not make it to social media. And you that is maybe in wherever you are in Anambra State or in Enugu, anywhere that you are, will not know. There is no way you will know what is going on in Plateau State, and there is no way you will come out to post it. And when you don't come out to post it, everybody will relax, just be thinking that everybody is living fine. You don't know that there are some people in this same part of this our Nigeria where we are together. There are some people that are languishing in pain. There are some people that do not sleep at night. Someone that will have the mind to buy a child in their sleep. What would the person not do? What would the person not do? Every day by day, the people of Plateau State, they don't used to sleep again. The governor, what is he doing? Nothing. What he will go there to tell them yesterday is that they should rise up and defend themselves. Defend themselves with what? With stick? Will you defend yourself with stick against someone that is using machine gun, AK-47? Is that how do you want to defend yourself? Instead of to tell the president to send security, send more army. Those army that are in Rivers State, all in the name of state of emergency, they are not doing anything there. There is nothing going on in Rivers State. Rivers State was very, very peaceful, and he went and declared state of emergency, removed the governor. But look at Plateau State. They will not send those army there where it is rightfully needed. Secure the state. Look at what is happening, because true in their own mind, they do not want to touch those people doing it. They do not want to touch them. If the government say today, that is when Fulani herdsmen attack will stop. I'm telling you, that's when it will stop. They know what to do. We have Air Force people, we have Marine, we have all sorts of things. The Nigerian government, they have all sorts of ammunition to fight these people. They can decide to take them up in a day, but they do not want to do it. They have eyes, they can see, they have ears, they can hear. They just do not want to. So now this one have now used corner to come and say they should ban social media so that people will not be reporting what their people are doing, so that everything will be going on until it will now reach your turn. You now say, hey, what is happening? So that everybody go just dey their own, they suffer their suffer, and they will continue with what they are doing. What they gain in none of this, I do not know. The president is in France. Why the state is burning? The vice president nowhere to be found. Shetima, I don't even know I don't even know the work of I don't even know the work of that one. He's just there, ceremonial vice president. Guys, if this thing should work out, they should neglect this. They should just neglect this thing, because but how would they neglect it? Because it's always the minor things that Nigeria government used to take upon. The main one, they will overlook it and you will see what will happen in the next few days to come. They will not tell you based on what Shatter and Sokoto have said, we have decided that so kind of post will no longer be allowed in Nigeria social media. But the youth will never allow it to happen. It will never happen. Yes, because this is the only thing that we have. This social media is the only thing that we have. If they remove anything that the government is doing, if they remove the capacity of the people of speaking out, there is nothing you will do again. Anything that someone is doing to you, the person will push you around and you are still voicing out. You still have a little power. But if the person is able to shut you up, there is nothing again that you can do. And that is exactly what they want to do. I just pray it does not work. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with us up to this moment in this life. Okay, as we are coming to the end right now, please drop me your opinion in the comment section. It's very, very important. And also like this life, okay, so that it will get to YouTube, can push it to other people. Okay, thank you so much. I will be going live again around 5 p.m. So if you are free, also do well to come and join me so that we can put head together and address the issues that is concerning this country. Thank you so much. I will see you in the evening. Bye.